The XPPen Note Plus, it promises to be the most inexpensive way to get into digital note-taking, and I've tested it out and it's good. You won't have to choose between digital note-taking or paper, but you can actually have both at the same time. This is the XPPen Note Plus, and no, this isn't an e-ink, this is a notebook as well. But I reviewed the Huion version of this, and I used to have, I still do have it somewhere, but the Wacom Bamboo, which is a very similar idea, Wacom Bamboo Slate, and I actually have enjoyed both of those. So this is, if you're looking for a way to get into digital note-taking, this is a valid choice. The Note Plus, a Bluetooth smart notebook. What this is essentially is XPPen's great pen technology. So you see this is a stat that you need to be aware of when you look at pen technology. This is lines per inch. 5,000 lines per inch. So if you think about dots per inch or pixels per inch, that's the resolution of a screen, is in the region of hundreds. Whereas this is in the region of thousands, and EMR pens have lines per inch, that's their resolution. How many lines, how many vertical or horizontal lines can they do to pinpoint a point on the screen? This is in the region of 5,000, so massively higher resolution than any screen, and therefore any capacitive pen as well. And what you do basically, you get the app, you can write on it, it's got normal paper inside, and you're going to be writing it with a normal pen, and then it will then translate those handwritten notes when you press the button to send it, when you pair with the thing, it will send those notes to your smartphone or to your connected Android or iOS device, Android 10 or later, or iOS 14 or later. So there we are. And you should get 14 hours working, 50 days standby time. And then when you turn the page, you just press turn the page, and the pressure levels on the stylus in here, 8,000. So it's a very good quality pen, XPPen's high quality EMR stylus. And this is a good start at digital note taking. This is a good place to start. Although I predict that you'll love this and then want an e-ink tablet shortly afterwards. And I also think that in the age of AI, I don't know how necessary this is. And if you love using your notebooks, you don't need to give them up, because what you can do is, for your digital note taking, is you can just take a photo and then put that in and ask it to be transcribed by AI. But you can see they've got a quote from Camus in there as well, who doesn't mind having a quote from Camus on their box. Very, very nice. Here we are. It's very reminiscent of the Huion actually, which I'll grab that Huion in a second as well. It's very close at hand pretty much. Oh, that's very nice. The XPPen make really nice things. They're really high quality. Yeah. Very, very similar to the Wacom Bamboo Slate that I had all those years ago, and the Huion. Well, that's an improvement though over the Huion, because they've just added a little strap there so the pen doesn't go missing as well. That's quite cute. So if you just can't get over the lack of seeing your lines and pen, that's a nuisance though, having a magnetic charger. That wasn't necessary. Sure, you could have squeezed in a USB-C somewhere. And in here, you don't just get documentation, but you also get some 5 spare inserts, so you're unlikely to run out of ink anytime soon. And you'll run out of paper before you run out of ink, that's for sure. But you can put any notebook at all in there, which is quite nice. You can put any notebook that just sort of fits inside, an A5 notebook. It will slip into this little pouch here, and that will work just fine. For the real KitBets masters, please stand up. One KitBets masters in the world, I'm pretty sure. Right now, let me know if you know of any others. There we go. It feels just like a high quality rollerball on paper. No need to talk about whether that's a good paper-like feel, because it is real paper. If you like working on real paper, you can still do that. I don't know if you saw, the little red light came on as soon as I started working on the screen, and it will have detected those strokes, because underneath there is essentially a EMR drawing tablet, which is just detecting where this pen is in space and tracking the strokes. One thing about these is they can move ever so slightly, the paper, and it means that you aren't always getting the exact same place. If you're having to join up your lines very, very carefully, you know, maybe to draw a diagram, then, I don't know, if I draw a square here, and then I want to, if I move the paper slightly, I want to link that square onto something else, then it might be that I didn't quite get these corners exactly matched up. And so there's an issue there. It's got all those pressure levels, but of course, the line that you draw with the pen is not necessarily the same thickness as the line which is being detected underneath. So there's that. Fascinating though. I think they're really quite nice. I think they're not expensive, which is an important thing. Let's have a little look. How much were these? XPPen Note Plus, it's called. Is it brand new? Is it not even out on their website yet? XPPen Notepad. That's the Magic Notepad, which I've said is a very good thing. Magic Drawing Pad. I can't see it anywhere on their own website. So maybe this is just a bit of a preview. It's quite a nice looking thing. Just one second. This is the Huion chap. As you can see, really similar design indeed, even down to having a pouch. This does fit on magnetically, but it's very, very loose. So it doesn't stay on for any more than just sort of carrying it from one room to the next. Whereas they've overcome this with having the little strap. So this is good, just as expected really. As expected, my conclusions are this is a nice, inexpensive way to get into digital note-taking. And I think there's something nice about working on paper, and there's something nice about not having to choose between digital or paper, but getting both. It's so far been incredibly easy to use. Just keeping notes of my thinking as I'm working really, just to guide you through what happens. Every time you turn the page, you need to click this little button in here. And then that just moves you on to a new set of notes. Now what that means is though, unlike digital notes on a tablet where you could go back and change that note, once you've clicked, then it's moved on and there's no way to go back to that unless you go into the app. And whilst I'm here, the app it uses is called It's called Note Plus X. And the notes that are here, they're all here and they look really quite good. Text comes through accurately. I did a little test here just to check, do the notes come through exactly as accurate as they do in pen on your digital notebook? And you can see what I mean. If you look at the corners here, for instance, the paper has moved slightly there. So the corner is not as perfectly accurate as it is on the paper, translating to as it is on the screen. It's not bad. You can just see here, for instance, it's not quite matched up exactly as it was in the drawing. So don't see this as being the thing you're going to use for the most accurate drawings or writing. When I installed the app, by the way, the publisher was in Chinese script and it's Hanwon UG, so of course that is the parent company of XPPen. It would have been nicer, a bit more sort of reassuring to download something that said publisher XPPen when you bought an XPPen device though. So when you do write on it and then you turn the page, you'll see the green light flashes 3 times. That tells you that it's now starting a new page. And I think one issue with this type of thing, where you've just got one button essentially here, which is called a multifunction button, is that you have to kind of remember all those commands and what all those individual LED lights mean. And I find that quite frustrating. However, I think if you did use this full time as your digital note taker, I think that would work and you would get used to it. And in the manual, there's also a hidden button in between these 2 LED indicators, which is the reset button. So don't accidentally press that, because that apparently if it locks up, if it freezes, then you can hold down the invisible button, the hidden reset button in between there. You can also do real-time sync. So that is also possible. If you leave the phone or tablet or whatever you're using to capture the notes digitally open at the same time and connected, then it will write here and appear in real time on the tablet. So that's quite good. For example, maybe you want to draw something, do some demonstrations, do some explanations, some calculations on the board, as I often do as a teacher. that could be good. You could cast directly to your tablet that you're then casting to the board. It maybe gets a bit complicated there. But a lot of our whiteboards in education are actually just massive Android tablets, so perhaps you could actually get the app directly on the board, but not always as straightforward as it maybe seems. So I think for this, I think there's a particular user that this is maybe for, and some people this maybe isn't for. So then I tried drawing, as you'd expect. So this is the drawing I made, of course, of Dante at the minute, and here it is appearing in my notebook. And again, there's a difficulty there because drawing in pen is appearing as it is in pen. It's not appearing exactly the same in the digital space. And I think there's an issue there that you don't have as much control. You've got all these pressure levels, but you've no idea if your line is coming through with high pressure or low pressure. And really it all looks like it's come through exactly the same way, exactly the same darkness, with no difference to the pressure levels at all. There are different styles of pen, but only pencil, pen and highlighter and marker, I suppose. So these are useful if you're doing the drawing live. You can, though, use it as a kind of live drawing tablet and see what's coming up as you're doing. But I still like this. I like this as a way to capture your sketches, and I do enjoy this as a way of working. But you don't know what you're going to get. You don't know what is going to appear in the digital space. Now, all of this will be saved as vector information, so hopefully you can export this. It says sharing image. I can't see a way of sharing this information out as SVG or something that you could actually work up later, but I imagine there will be a way of doing that. And besides, it's not the same as being able to choose your digital pen as you work and mix colors on the paper, for example. And for me, importing the pages was quite long, in fact, and I'll probably get annoyed with having to do that sync up process. Whereas when you use a digital note taker, it's there, ready to go straight away. I think there's just a few too many shortcomings of this mode of working. Although it does allow you not to have to choose between paper and digital, you can have both. I think, for instance, that you make a mistake and then you can't erase it on the page here. And although you can erase it on the digital page, you can't then write a correction in the correct place, or it's just kind of get jumbled up here on the real notebook. It's not as easy to edit and go back and rework your notes and things like that. So I think personally, I'm going to stick to e-ink on this front. However, for a certain user, if you're looking for an inexpensive way to start getting into digital notes, if you just need to know that what you write down in your notebook is digitized for you in the cloud and available on your phone, then this is a possibility. But given that XPPen also make their great magic notepad, here it is, plenty of reviews of that on my channel. And one of the main conclusions of this is that this is an inexpensive way to work with digital notes. Given that they're teaming up with TCL and making this great little digital note taker, my advice is to maybe skip it and go straight for the e-ink tablets or ePaper tablets of the world. It seems to be so new though that I can't even find a price for it yet, but you won't have to choose between digital note-taking or paper, but you can actually have both at the same time. And I'm sure a price far less than you might expect.